Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I hope this finds you doing so well here. This is Denise with Storm Lily Marketing and the How to Market Your Horse Business podcast. And I'm so glad that you're here, whether you're listening now live with me or you are jumping on later to catch this quick Monday marketing tip. Now, as you jump in, or again, whether it's live or later, I love to hear from you. So make sure that you leave me a comment below. Let me know that you're here, and especially let me know who you are and what your business is and how do you serve people in the horse industry, or maybe you serve horses yourself with your products and your services. And be sure that you leave a link to your Facebook page or your website so that I can jump in and learn even more about you and follow you there and get connected to you. So again, today is a Monday marketing tip, and we are talking about something that's not specifically online marketing. I know most often what we talk about here is related to online marketing because that's what is so prevalent, that's what is accessible and doable for so many, and it's easy to jump in and get started, and that's where everybody is these days. However, that does not mean that there aren't opportunities for you to market your horse business not online. And so this past week on the podcast, in the newest episode, we talked about signs. So signs can mean a banner, it can mean a pasture sign, it can mean the one at the end of your driveway, it might mean a flyer that you have hanging at the feed store, or it may be a banner that you have at the local rodeo. Whatever the case may be, they're all different physical ways versus online ways that you can get the word out about your business and what it is that you do and who it is that you serve. And so on the podcast, I shared with you some super practical ways and some very important elements, the 5 elements I called them, that need to be on your sign to be attention grabbing. So to actually get the attention of the people who see it and to get them to want to go further with you and find out more about you. So today's tip is very related to that, and it is to make sure that you're using your signs to build that relationship. So again, your signs are great, whether it's a stall front or it's in your pasture, wherever it might be. It might be the first impression that somebody gets of your business. And so in that, you want to be super clear about what it is that you do. You want to also make it easy for them to take the next step with you. So is it to call you? Then make sure your phone number is prevalent. Is it to go to your website and look and see what you have available? Maybe you sell horses and you want them to go there and see what's up for sale, or maybe you're selling tack online and you have new products. Whatever the case may be, I want you to be very sure that you're providing what we call a call to action on your sign or your flyer or your stall front or whatever it might be. Okay, now the other part of that is going to be connected to online marketing, and that is to make sure that you're directing them to your website if you have one. If you don't have one, then obviously you can use social media for now, but you know how I feel about websites and social media and how they work in tandem along with email marketing. And so I do want you to consider at least having a super simple one-page website where you can send them to get more information. You can share a little bit more about yourself there. You can be a little more personal, and you can, of course, have a way to have them keep connecting with you through email. All right, so that is your Monday marketing tip. Go back and look at your signage. Look at your flyers. Look at the ads. Maybe you're placing ads in your breed's regular journal or magazine. I have been paying attention to that in a few of the ones that I personally receive. And so often there is absolutely no website listed. You know, I've actually seen a couple of ads that didn't have a phone number, a website, anything, and you were left to Google. So it's easy to have a little bit of oversight. So I want you to go back and pay attention. Do you have a call to action on your flyers or your advertisements? And is that call to action ever sending them to your website? Now, I get that sometimes you just want them to call. But I also know that so often horse business owners are answering the same questions on the phone over and over. And instead, if you send them to your website, you can have the answers to those questions right there. So it's going to save you time if you're able to do that. And then on your website, make sure that you are intentionally building that relationship. So I want to hear from you also in the comments. Do you use signs? Do you place ads? What do you all do? What's working for you in the realm of physical advertising and what that looks like for you? Or maybe it is a pasture sign or something at the end of your driveway that gets you a lot of phone calls because you're in a really visible spot, or people drive by all the time, they see your sign, and you get a lot of calls from that. So whatever the case may be, I want to hear from you. I want to hear what's working for you. And hopefully from this podcast, which, by the way, I didn't tell you where you can go listen. Of course, it's in any of your favorite podcast players, Apple, Stitcher, Google, all the things. But you can also just go to my website at stormlily.com/16. And I'll make sure to put that in the show notes for you, of course, or I mean in the comments. And then I have show notes for you that are there at stormlily.com/16. So that's where you can go to listen to that, and you will hear the 5 elements that should be in your attention-grabbing sign, whatever it might be. And I hope it's super helpful to you. So again, as always, I'm here for you. If you have any questions, please do reach out, send me a private message, shoot me an email. I love to hear from you, and I love to help you out on your journey of marketing for your horse business. So happy Monday. Have a wonderful last week of January. Believe it or not, we're almost to February. So until then, have a wonderful week. Bye.